Love is the source of everything. I don't mean some kind of energy force or field, or like Lulu in The Fifth Element shooting energy bolts into the sky. I just mean literally, the feeling of love is the source of everything great in our lives. We couple, we laugh, we create, we inspire, we gather together in groups for camaraderie out of this desire to generate love. We build up systems and mechanisms and machines with the intention to make our lives better because on some level, we love. It's not a perfect concept, but in the wild, complex human experience, it is the bedrock and motivation of everything we do. Yesterday, I visited a garden and my attention was directed by my friend to a group of beautiful flowers. After a few seconds of admiring them, I noticed something that only a city dweller that doesn't get out into nature as much as they should would notice, and registered it as odd. When I looked at the flowers, I noticed they were all leaning toward the sun. Like not just a little bit, but leaning to a degree where they all were bent, which implied some physicality. It being late in the afternoon and approaching early evening, the sun was low in the sky, and all the flowers, knowing from where their source came, pointed themselves toward it, soaking in the energy they needed to live their best flower lives. It was beautiful and strange and glorious and straightforward and simple. And then I wondered, why do human beings find this so hard to do? As the sun sets, the flowers wait with confident assurance for the next day. And when the sun returns, they simply point themselves back in the direction of the sun. Business as usual, rinse, repeat. A little while ago, I was contemplating how to approach some personal challenges in my life and realized I have a particular pattern. And in that pattern, I often opted toward taking action based on fear. I would turn away from my source and instead would make a choice based on protecting myself from some past thing that might have happened, and I was afraid it would happen again. Imagine if the flower did that every morning. Imagine that it turned itself away from its source, the sun, because of reasons and fear and beliefs that are no longer happening. Imagine that the flower turns away from the sun because it thinks it's not good enough. The sun left me this one time, you see, so clearly I am broken. And we don't get into the part where that weird little flower tries to go around convincing all the other flowers that it's something unworthy because this one time, you see, even though all the other flowers have gone through the same periods of time that the sun left for a little while. To get what you want in life, you must point your compass towards your source of energy. No matter what you say, no matter what you believe, you must absolutely, unquestioningly, stubbornly, uncompromisingly, always be making your thoughts and actions from the source of your sun. Love. And here's the annoying, oh my God, so cliche part where you roll your eyes and you tell me it's too hard and your mind struggles to come up with excuses, quite unlike the flower that always unquestionably points itself toward the sun. You must love yourself. The sun will set, but it also will rise again. Life will ebb and flow. But the one constant through it all that will get you through the darkest of times is that you found a way to point your thoughts and actions toward the sun. Drop the excuses and reasons and just do it. You can choose to feel love for the simple reason of just because. Your excuses and reasons are just preventing you from fueling yourself from your source. Do it because you are worth it. Do it because you are lovable. Do it because you deserve it. Do it because the only alternative is misery. You are in the fight for your living your best flower life.